What's up, class? So this is my audience. We got Parker, and we've got John, and then we've got Izzy on FaceTime.
They refer to me as Blessa One.
Hi guys, my name is Zachary Monroe, and today I'm going to be talking about new media and the effect that it has in communication. So to get us started, new media describes the unique, customized communication styles of today. It talks about the unique interaction between you, me, our cell phones, our computers, and just media in general. Today we're going to discuss how media affects how we send messages and how we receive messages, and also how it's changed culture for the better and for the worse. Okay. Media today allows us to connect and engage with others. Media has created two-way communication and just makes our lives much easier to communicate. It allows many people to engage at once. So if I post on my Instagram story or my Instagram feed, so many people can see that and see what I'm talking about, see what I believe in, and just keep up with what I'm doing. It makes information accessible for everyone, and this is a big one. I have an example with this. So my grandma lives in a little town called Manti, Utah, and she, since Corona hit, she hasn't been able to see many people. She hasn't been able to communicate with my family, face to face at least. But with media and Instagram messages over the phone, she's been able to talk to us. So I've been able to FaceTime her and stay in contact. And that's just a huge blessing, honestly, because without media, honestly, we wouldn't be able to talk to my grandma for a long period of time. It's interesting to look back and see how far we've come with media. I mean, 40 years ago, people didn't have Instagram or Facebook, and they relied on talking face to face. So now we can talk from long distances and just stay in contact. Another element of new media is how interactive we can be. New media allows anyone to pursue dreams and accomplish what they want to accomplish. We can download, upload, share, and search for information that we need or that we desperately need. So say someone's trying to be an artist, or even say I'm interested in the stock market. And so if I wanted to learn about the stock market and be like the Wolf of Wall Street, I could look up how to invest, how to make a profit, and also the risks that come with that. And so really anything, that's a huge blessing. It's really anything that we want to learn and anything we want to get better at, we can look it up on the media, use YouTube, and also say I'm a pitcher and I play baseball. So if I wanted to throw harder and get my velo up, I could look at videos and just getting more information about whatever you want to look up. Information is at our fingertips, and it's honestly just very accessible, and yeah, there's so much out there. Another element of media, the new media topic and how it's affected the communication, it allows us to be personalized. So it allows us to manage media appearance, our displays on our phones. We can choose pictures that we want to look at. We can take pictures, we can send pictures, communicate sending pictures. App that I had is Snapchat. I send a lot of pictures and talk to people. That's how I stay in contact with people. Fonts, you can send different fonts, capitalization. Sometimes that's risky because people can't tell what you mean, like if you accidentally send all caps, or it could make you sound like you're angry or you're shouting. But also music, you can talk about music with friends. You can customize your phone and listen to music that you want to listen to. And also text, just sending text messages. That's a big form of communication, and just a way that I've been talking to my grandma since we've been in quarantine. Next element that I'm going to talk about is creativity. media. So with media, it allows us to display our style and show our common interests with others. It displays our interests and also our dislikes. I remember a few weeks ago, I posted a video about a presidential candidate that I liked. And I remember getting a lot of people swiping up with negative comments, but also with good comments. And so it was just interesting to see how media has affected how I talk to people and just our common interests. And I got to know a lot of people better and have good debates using media. So we can just see how media can be talked about, and yeah. So it displays our interests and also our dislikes. It allows us to build and express our identities. Honestly, a negative with this is you can basically be someone that you're not. You can post pictures that aren't really about you, but then you can also post pictures that totally talk about what you believe in and who you are. And so you get to build and express your identity, and that's huge with meeting new people and just getting to know better people. Another big element of new media and how it's affected our communication is flexibility. So new media allows us to retrieve and communicate with others instantly. So with a snap of a button, or snap of a finger, or tap of a button, we can send videos, send messages, send stories to others instantly, and we can easily talk to others. As a result, we can always stay connected and be in tune with what's happening in the real world by looking at the news and just being able to be in sync. It's huge. We can check online news. We can share videos. We can honestly do whatever we want. Send text to our friends, stay in contact with them. Media has made many things in my life flexible, as I'm going to school at home or doing online school, and here's Slick. So it's just been huge. So an interesting example of how new media has changed the world and been a huge part in healthcare and hospitals. So there's a few big things that media and technology has done in the hospital world. So and I found this in the book. This is a great example. So first off, it helps patients navigate and move around hospital buildings by looking at TVs or looking at signs using new media. Two is you're able to communicate healthcare information quicker. And it also allows patients to fill out forms on touch screens. That's one of the biggest pains, I think, is when you go to a doctor's office and it takes so long to write it down and to wait in line for the clipboard, how it was back in the day. So, just having technology and being able to fill out a form quick, or even using your phone and scanning a link to fill out. So, and then the last part is it keeps hospital employees and doctors up to date with information and procedures that are happening. So it's just easy for doctors to see what their schedule is and understand what they're doing in that day. It makes life convenient for them. So I just thought that was a great example about how media has changed hospitals. Next thing we're going to introduce, I'm going to talk about, is social media. That's a big part of media these days. So by using social media, we get to present our online identity. So our online identity may not be showing what our true self is. Internet could be described as a place to try out new personas. If you're not, people post stuff all the time and aren't who they truly say they are. Also, some may create an ideal version of oneself and try to create a perfect version of oneself using filters, different filters to make someone look different, to create that perfect part of oneself. But everybody's human, and everybody has special identity. There's a few positives. I mean, a lot of positives with new media and social media, of course. So it allows us to communicate with others easily. Like the example with my grandmother, I can talk to her, she can post things, and we can stay in tune with each other and communicate easily. It also allows us to speak to many people at once. In politics, it's huge when a politician posts something about what they believe in their policies. We can easily see what they believe in. So that's an example. Next, we can show who we are and what we want to be. And then also we can find common ground with our peers. We can meet new people, try new things, and just become friends with many people. Now that we talked about the positives, there are definitely some negatives that come with social media. Honestly, too many to count. So people are honestly just now starting to figure out those. So first one we're going to talk about is it decreases interpersonal communication. So a lot of times when people are talking over messages, this has happened to me honestly, and we talk for so long, we send so many messages back and forth. We go to meet in real life, and it doesn't flow the same. We've texted everything that we could talk about, and so sometimes it just makes people awkward. You don't show your true self on the internet. Next, it can create fake images of oneself. There's a term called catfishing, where you make yourself look different, make yourself look different than who you really are. It can destroy our words and our sentences and communication. What I put on here are a few little words or terms. So like sometimes when I text or say goodnight to my family, I'll say TTYL, talk to you later. And so by using these abbreviations, WYDK, I love you so much. These phrases can impoverish our ability to talk and also our communication skills. So just decreases social skills and just, hurts them. So new media is huge. It's had a huge impact on our communication skills. It's allowed people to talk instantly and to talk to each other in just a tap of a screen. And so I thank you for listening to my presentation and for letting me talk to you and present about new media and communication. Thank you.